Hey, how you doing? I'm Steve Szczepkowski. I'm the Senior Audio Director with Eidos Montreal, and we're here to talk about Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy game, who's celebrating its 1-year anniversary. So to give you a little bit of a history for those who haven't heard the story, how the Star-Lord band came about is actually pretty interesting. Our creative director, Jeff Dugas, approached me one day early on in the development, and he was telling me that they had an idea to add to the lore of the game and create basically a fictional band that would be the reason why Peter Quill took the name Star-Lord and put that cool patch on his jacket. So, of course, as a musician, I was definitely excited and intrigued. I mean, spent all my life playing in and out of bands while I was working in video games and all that. So I was, let's try this. So I knew I needed some help to do this. It was a big undertaking, so I needed a big guy to help me. So I found Yohann Boudreault, who's a big guy and a big talent to match, and he was going to be my co-writer for this project.
Salut, je m'appelle Yohann Boudreault, je suis réalisateur, co-compositeur et guitariste pour l'album de Star-Lord.
So we figured, let's try one song, let's write something, and let's see what comes out of it. So the first track that we ever did was Space Riders with No Name. We recorded it without anybody knowing, and we then brought it in, and I sat with JF in a room, and I played it for him. And I'll always remember his reaction. You know, his face was just kind of like, you could see his eyes lighting up, like, holy crap, this is actually good, you know. And then he turned to me and he's like, so, where did this come from, you know? And I said, well, Yohann and I did it. And he's like, who's singing? And I said, well, I'm singing for now. Obviously, you need to hear the melody and lyrics, and well, eventually I'll find a singer to work on the project. And he was like, well, no, why? Why would we find a singer? Like, you sound great. So obviously I was thrilled. I was, ready to jump up and down screaming like a 5-year-old on Christmas morning. But I still knew there was a lot of work ahead of us to do. So now we knew we had proof of concept. We had a track that everybody liked. And now it was about finishing the other 9 songs to deliver the album. So regarding Zero to Hero, funnily enough, it ended up probably being the most popular track on the record. But it was the last one that we delivered, and it was delivered under a bit of a time constraint because time was getting tight, and there's other departments that have to, put the lyrics on the cassette jacket, art and everything. So there was a lot of other people waiting for this track to come in.
Quand Steve m'a contacté pour la dernière chanson de l'album, il me dit « That's it, man, c'est la dernière tune, on donne tout ce qu'on a, let's go crazy ». Puis il me dit même « On devrait essayer un truc peut-être un petit peu plus up-tempo, un peu plus rapide ». Immédiatement, dans ma tête, j'avais déjà trouvé ce riff-là. Puis voilà, à partir de là, j'ai enregistré ça, j'ai fait un couplet, un pré-refrain, un refrain. J'ai envoyé ça à Steve. Steve était comme « Yeah, man! Je pense qu'on a quelque chose de bon ici. » Par la suite, Steve a développé ça de son côté, il a fait les paroles, la mélodie vocale. On s'est rencontrés pour enregistrer tout ça et vous connaissez le résultat final.
So Yohann sent me the riff for the song. It was a great riff. I loved it right away, and I knew we had something solid. I just had to find the melody and lyrics and what was I going to sing about, because I had obviously already covered quite a few of the topics that Jeff and I had kind of laid out on what we wanted to write about. So to be completely transparent, I had the track probably for all of December, and I was working on it, but I never seemed to get that fire going where I felt like, okay, this is it. Like, chew on this. You have something good here. Now we got into January and JF's like, so where's the track? And I'm like, it's coming. And the pressure came on, but I seem to work best when I have that pressure on. And I'll be honest, I had the catch line of, tonight we ride straight into the fire. Are you ready to go, go, go? That was the hook that I had, and I wanted to build the chorus around that hook. And then I think once I found that first opening line of, from the time I was young, I knew this day would come, I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. Like, we could tell sort of Peter's hierarching story. And then it was all about, the lines just came one after another, and his mother telling him, you're always going to be on the run and there's going to be a price on your head. And I was like, yeah, this is kind of cool. This fits with the story and we haven't written about this yet.
Parlons des arrangements de la chanson. Quelque chose qu'on voulait faire absolument, c'était d'avoir des gros bacs vocales dans les refrains pour avoir quelque chose de très puissant, très large, pour répondre à la voix de Steve. Comme par exemple... Tonight we ride straight into the fire. Fire! Ce fire-là et toutes les autres bacs après, je pense qu'on a enregistré comme 25 pistes ou 30, je me rappelle plus, mais on a vraiment focusé pour avoir une grosse crowd, pour avoir de quoi qui est vraiment big. Ça donne vraiment un résultat plus grand que nature.
And finally, on a personal note, I just want to send out a big thank you and a big shout out to everybody who played the game, and not only that, everybody who went beyond the game and continued to listen to the album and play the music and send positive comments, whether on Twitter or YouTube or whatever. I mean, I've tried to see and respond to as much as I can, but it's really been overwhelming. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you for making this kid's rock and roll dream come true.